Welcome, one and all, to another instalment of Swiss's Commuting Carnage. And if you're new to the channel or haven't yet subscribed, hit the pause button and subscribe. Now with this first clip, I am nearly home. I'm at Surbiton, and I genuinely thought I was going to get a whole day of commuting up and back from London without an incident, and then this happens. When I first met Andy Dufresne. Now, I'm just going to pause the video here. The lights have changed to amber, and the time on the clock on the camera says 54 seconds. From the moment the traffic lights have turned amber to the moment he appears having gone through a red light, 6 seconds have passed. Now this is a 20-mile-an-hour zone, so how the Golf couldn't have stopped within 6 seconds doing 20 miles an hour, who only knows, but, quite frankly, he's doing way more than that. It's the following day. I'm on my way into work. It's very early in the morning. I'm approaching some traffic lights on the Ewell bypass. They're red for me, but as I get closer to them and I'm zoomed in here, you'll find that they are turning to amber. And lo and behold, through comes another Volkswagen. This time it's an ID4 jumping the red lights. I'm going to stick with him because what we'll find is, as he approaches the set of traffic lights further up ahead with Ruxley Lane, he's just going to go through another red light. I'm now on the North Circular, fairly close to the People's Republic of Colindale, or as we like to refer to it at work, Mordor. And I was just taking it easy going down the inside lane when I noticed this van, and I'm pretty sure he's about to pull out. Of course he is. So I take a quick look in my mirror to see whether I can move into the outside lane, which I can't. So I'm forced with no alternative but to slam on the brakes. He does use his hazards to apologise, but that's of little comfort. Back in Richmond, and I know people are going to say, yeah, it's Q, it's Richmond Q, doesn't really matter, it's all the same thing. But there are a lot of cyclists use this road, and they use the cycle path down the side of the road. And there are two separate cycle paths here. There's one for heading south and one for heading north. What we find is that suddenly there's somebody roller skating, or rollerblading I should say, heading the wrong way up the cycle path. Not quite sure what she's going to do when she meets the cyclists, but who knows. So let's get back to some red light jumpers, shall we? Yeah. Roundabout by Staples Corner, favourite place for jumping the red lights. We're going to roll the film forwards. As we pause the film, the lights have changed red for the people coming from the left, and they're changing to amber for me. The BMW is nowhere near the stop line. He's got plenty of time to stop, or should have had if he was slowing down because the lights were amber, but he's going to go for it. Big time. Oh, Johnny, did you see that? And finally, nearly home, and I've come to the Ewell bypass where you've got the crossroads with traffic coming in from North Cheam. There's a BMW ahead of me and a BMW to the left. And what happens with the left two lanes is they merge into one, and the right lane goes straight on, and the merge into one is for going straight at the next roundabout or turning left. The lane to the right is only for going straight across the roundabout or turning right at the roundabout. Now, as I've said, these two lanes merge, so there is no need for the BMW on the right to be indicating. It's just merge and turn. It's quite simple. Now, what we're watching out for is the Mondeo to the right of the BMW. He's going to take the opportunity to indicate that he wants to turn left into this lane, because he's got in the wrong lane, obviously. And then the Mercedes behind him has to brake. So I'm taking it easy and hanging back. I then realise that the Mercedes is braking because he wants to shove across, and he's going to do so regardless of whether I'm there or not. Just as well I left space. Although the brain-dead person in the Mercedes doesn't realise that's braking space, not a space for him to pull in, because there isn't room for him. Because he's given himself about 4 foot of braking room when the BMW actually wants to turn left and starts braking in the queue of traffic. As I always say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't teach stupid.